So we're talking about Blue Oyster Cult's Imaginos album and the song I Am the One You Warned Me Of, Imaginos album 1988. And here's a picture of the first page of the lyrics. And here's a page of the second page of the lyrics. And I'd just like to read the first verse. Fresh from zones of oyster and afterwards the mate, with spangles on my long tail suits and songs to haunt the one that saved. Just call me Desdenova. I'm sure to be the lucky one when destiny assigns wisdom, known to me as the starry wisdom. And the reason I like to mention this is Desdenova is one of the characters that is mentioned in the other song called Astronomy on Imaginos, which was originally produced and performed on the Secret Treaties album from 1974, a very good album, by the way. The refrain is, I am the one you warned me of. I am the one who never, never lies. That's the refrain. Now, the writing in the notebook, and this is my notebook, notations from the stars. Again, astronomy, the stars connected with this song. Again, songs by Desdenova and false warnings from the women's barn. Who Satan's could not ever see is in the eyes and two green rings. As your sight and fancy dreams holding mass those fun-teen fancy dreams. Now, this next verse features John Rogers on bass, a very tasty bass riff, and also his soprano singing, which I'll get to in just a moment. Eyes like fallows. In other words, they're empty, fallow, like a fallow field. Eyes like fallows and hands in my hand. Fallows of blackness, of laughter to spare. I'll sing myself beyond that clock and play tunes on its belfry. Now, the word clock here dovetails with the clock in the astronomy song, where the very beginning is, the clock strikes 12 and moondrops burst out at you from their hiding place. So as we move to the second page, and as you'll see, we go up here to the next verse, and this is, to me, the most interesting verse in the song, and it's at the very end. 5 fingers have I to play them like 10. 10 fingers have I to play them again. In decimal chains of men who pray, whose notes will never, never fly until they quit those tumbling dudes. And if deaf, that's just the one outside. I am the one you warned me of. And then the closing bass is by John Rogers. And there's a comment on YouTube on this song about altering history, and it's kind of a Lovecraftian allusion, I suppose. I didn't really understand it, but when we talk about 5 fingers have I, well, 5 fingers play on the body of the guitar. To play them like 10, the other 5 fingers are on the frets. 10 fingers have I to play them again. I thought this was a very unique and kind of arcane lyric. And then in decimal chains of men who pray, the decimal point regarding tenths and 10. So I've spoken about this song a little bit. I've seen Blue Oyster Cult in concert at the Ventura Theater and at the Palace in Hollywood perform this song with John Rogers, a replacement bassist after Joe Bouchard. And I'd just like to end there, and we'll continue with this song some other time.